All right, here we go. Saturday. I keep forgetting it's Saturday. Okay, so it is Saturday, February 7th, 26, and my God, didn't mean that to happen. Excuse the background noise there. Whew. I didn't have a lot to talk about today, but now I do. Meh. What's up, Doc? Yo, Mario, what's up? Rico? I'm gonna go with Rico. There's no way it's Rico. And then Elijah, what's up? What's going on? We got a lot to do today. All of a sudden we do. We got a lot to talk about. Out of nowhere, we do. Just out of nowhere on a random Saturday, we get it going. Let's go. We've got another exclusive courtesy of Storm Arena, the company that keeps on giving. Because Lord knows nobody else is putting out anything. Balrog got pushed back, so we'll talk a little bit about Jada. Today on the episode, if you're watching the archive, welcome. Please hit the like. I'm trying to hit 100 likes on this stream. I would love to do that. That's a personal goal. I love to make goals, right? Help me reach them. 100 likes. That's what we're going to be reaching for. This one, I got to do a little bit of research. I saw this, but I don't know where. This is a Purple Ryu exclusive for, I don't know. Hold on. I'm finding the information here. I'm on the fly. This only came out like an hour ago, hour and a half ago, so I got to see where this all came from, but another fucking Gee Storm is killing. Can we have some new effing bucks already? Colt, you're impatient. And I don't know. I mean, it's funny that you say that. When's the last time Jada even put out a player 2? That's the funny thing. It's like, people love to pick on Storm, but what's Jada done? Huh? What has Jada done since October of last year? Nothing? Oh, wow, Storm's put out 4 separate figures? Oh, okay. Just making sure. I just want to make sure. It's not that I'm sticking up for Storm, which I am, but it's like, if it's an unfair criticism, then I'm going to call it out. Because you guys don't say shit about Jada and how long they take. If Jada takes forever, it's fine. They're taking their time. Come on, Richie. You don't get it. You just don't get it, Richie. Storm doesn't get to take their time. They've got to hurry. But Jada, if they don't release a new figure since May of last year, that's fine. It's fine, right? I don't get it. Image Anime, that's what it was. It's an Image Anime exclusive, but what's the con, though? That's not... I think that's the company that's putting it out. I don't think that's the event. What's the event? I just make sure that it goes both ways. I don't care that you pick on Storm, but make sure you're picking on Jada, too, because they're not doing anything fast at all. So I just want to make sure that you're, spreading the wealth on that. Okay. So, variant will be available to purchase from the Image Anime booth at Katsucon in Maryland. Interesting. Katsucon. I've never heard of that. Just out Akuma. What does that mean? I'm just saying but make sure it goes both ways, folks. Because, yeah, Akuma just released, but then you could say so did Sagat. Along with 2 other figures since Sagat. Right? This would be number 2 since Sagat. So, what are we talking about here? What's up, fellas? That Ryu looks cool. Might get that one. Yeah, I think this one will be available on Image Anime. This one will be available on Image Anime for how much? We don't know about that. This one you're not going to be able to get from Krauser, by the way. I don't think. Because it's a US exclusive. Can we just stop with all the colors now? Just give us Evil Ryu and move on from Ryu. That's so funny. You guys are idiots. How about that? How about, we want the roster finished. We cry about everything except when the company actually starts doing what we asked, then it's too much. Bunch of babies. How about that? What has Jada done since Akuma? Nothing. You got one repaint after freaking Vega, and that was it. Oh, in a Kith exclusive for $100. Storm has put out like 8 figures since then. What are we talking about? Babies. Bunch of babies. It's too much product. Well, don't buy it then. You guys are fine with the Jada snail mail. That's fine. Just make sure you're doing it both ways. I've never seen people complain about not enough and then there's too much. You don't have to buy them. It's just out there. It's just out there. It's filler until the new figures come. I don't see what the problem is with that. What is the problem with having filler figures until new product comes? If anything, that's the way you're supposed to do it. Make sure your name's always out there. Make sure you always have new product to buy. Why is that a bad thing? I don't get it. Some of you guys should never own action figure companies because you don't get it. You don't get how a business works. With 8 of them being... Okay. I don't care if they finish the roster, but bro, it's 1.5 hype of $2 with 8 of them being the same figs. How was my day? My day's been pretty good. Black Void, what's up? Darth Gutierrez, what's going on? I mean, that's fine. If you don't like the way they're doing it, don't buy any of this stuff. Already told you. They're going to get plenty of stuff out this year. I'm not worried about it. There was no need to be mean to me. Like, man, damn, I'm going to have to tell my mom on you now. Hey, one thing I'm going to say. Don't say it if you can't take it. Because I'm not one of those guys that's just like, oh, interesting take. If I feel like it's an unfair take, I'm going to call you out. I'm sorry if the... I don't know. I can't protect her feelings. I don't know. I guess don't say anything if you don't want a response, maybe? I don't know. Nothing but Ryu. What do you mean nothing but Ryu? We only need like 3 colors shit to do add-on parts, then make these exclusives mean something. I mean, that's the thing though, Colt. It's just options. They're just options. They're filler. They obviously can't pump out new sculpts fast enough. So in the meantime, it's just like, hey, we can get out some different colors from the game. And you can pick up which ones you like. It's not, I mean, this line is not designed for everybody to buy every color. It's just options. You have your options. They're there if you want them. I know plenty of people that like all the colors. They want all the colors. I'm not getting all the colors, but they don't bug me either. I'm not like, oh my god, another one? Jesus. I'm not. It doesn't bug me. I know other figures are coming. On a serious note, when the hell is Chun-Li going to be available for pre-order? That's interesting, because I have no idea. That is starting to concern me. Not to mention, I mean, it's not like Storm is killing it either. They're getting out plenty of variants, but where are the rest of the figures scheduled for Q1? Last time I checked, Q1 was ending in... how many days are in February? It's ending like in a month and a half. We'll just give it the benefit of the doubt. Month and a half. We have 5 figures that are supposed to be due. Nothing. There's nothing. We are getting Dan. And that's it. Out of the 5, 1 for 5. Don't think I'm letting Storm off the hook, because I knew they were putting out way too many goddamn pre-orders, and I knew they couldn't satisfy them either. They're just biting off more than they can chew. If you're a diehard collector / completist, then you have these colors to go out and grab. If not, then just stick with the P1. I mean, that's the thing. They are getting out at least product. I can at least applaud that. Like, I wish Jada would actually put out a few more player 2s, to be honest. I wish there was a couple more player twos. I actually thought this was Evil Ryu when I first saw this, because look how close this is. I actually thought... Hold on one sec. Take a look how close this is. By the way, the yelling was definitely, like, an exaggeration. Something you do for the stream when you have no face cam. I'm gonna do the face cam. I think San Diego Comic-Con is when I do the face cam. I think that's the time I'll do the face cam, and then we can just do face cam moving on. Look how close it is. Right? It's pretty close. We're just a hue of a shade off here. We are. That's Evil Ryu from Alpha. I mean, goddamn, we're really close here. What are our thoughts? Unless you get the mall and spray tan. I mean, he doesn't look very tan in this picture. That looks accurate. If this was just a hue darker, we're right there. Don't mention Evil Ryu. You set him off again? No, I've been asking where Evil Ryu is. I have. I've been asking that. We are not getting Armika this year, Colt. I can go ahead and put that one to bed for you. That's definitely not happening. And I would bet every dollar in my bank account that you do not see Armika this year. So, you can go ahead and sleep soundly knowing that the pigtailed wonder will not be in your possession this year. So, unfortunately. Charlie should not be far around the corner. Evil Ryu will be an exclusive to some con of some forgotten part of China. No, because isn't he like a real character in the game, or is he an unlockable? What about the other pigtailed wonder? Who's that? Is that Chun-Li? Chun-Li, I don't know what's going on with that. I have no idea what's going on with Chun-Li. She should be done. He's a real character in the game? Yeah, so why? I don't think he'd be an exclusive then, right? Cammy? Oh yeah, Cammy. I don't think she has pigtails. Doesn't she just have a braid? Pretty sure Cammy just has a braid. There are no pigtails for her. Oh, she does have pigtails. Never mind. Or is that one big braid? I can't tell. It looks like one big braid. Maybe it is pigtails. I have no idea. It's just a braid. I don't know. I mean, this is cool. I mean, to me, if I get this, is really going to depend on the accessibility and how much it is. I think this is definitely one of the better reuse out of the bunch, for sure. Alpha, what up, man? She has 2 pigtails in Street Fighter Alpha 3, but are braided. More important, where are the Darkstalkers pre-orders? I have no idea. I don't know what's going on with Storm. I don't know what's going on with Storm. I don't know. Well, I was wondering where Marvel Legends was, but then they're doing their event on Tuesday, their live stream. So we'll see that then. It's been kind of a. I mean, 2026 has been super slow. Super slow. We need some nitrous oxide. We need some NOS in this bitch. Storm is knocking out these colors. I know, and everyone's super upset about it. But yeah, so the purple Ryu is by far the best variant so far. I don't know. I really like the teal one just because of the darker skin tone and the hair color, but nothing really beats the original either. I think it's weird that Jada still doesn't have a purple Ken. I think it's weird that we've only seen one variant of each Ryu and Ken. I mean, we got Evil Ryu and Violent Ken from Jada, and then we got a white Ken and a gray Ryu, and that was it. We never saw any other colors. Jada is simply not doing anything. I don't know. Apparently they're doing just fine, but Storm is putting out too much product, I guess, that's actually starting to upset people. So, but enough of Ryu. We've seen Ryu. It's pretty cool. What about Mr. Dan, courtesy of Mr. Lee? Mr. Lee. How is Mr. Lee? What do we think of Dan? Dan does kind of have a goofy face. Like, his stoic head is kind of goofy looking. He looks derpy. So maybe they fix it. Like, right there, he looks kind of derpy. I'm not going to lie. Jada is simply not doing anything. I wish they would make these extra heads as packs. No way. That's too much cheaper. They got to put them with the figures. McFarlane does the same thing. They put all their additional head sculpts with new figure or like off figures. It's better than my soda figures. Storm isn't putting out too much product. They just aren't doing the Hasbro Transformer grift. Wait, what? I'm not familiar with Transformers, so you're gonna have to. I made it, Kawhi. You made it. I'm still not a fan of the figure, but I'll buy it anyways. I do agree that it is kind of boring, right? Because he is essentially just a Ryu and a Ken with a different head sculpt. So am I super excited for Dan? No. Definitely not. Like, even if he had a crying head sculpt or whatever, like, that'd be cool, but I'm definitely not, like, stoked for Dan. If out of all the characters announced for this year, between Jada and Storm, whether it was Balrog, whether it was Akuma, Dan, Charlie, Zangief, Akuma, from either company, like, Dan was not. We just have this character already, but without the head sculpt. So. Dan looks like Robert Garcia. Yeah. When do you think we'll see Charlie? I'm dying for him. I think Charlie is not far. I think he gets announced probably in March, and then you'll probably get him. I think Charlie has an April. I think Charlie's an April-ish. But I'm starting to get concerned about Chun-Li. Why do I feel like we're not going to see Chun-Li as the next pre-order? I feel like we're going to see Zangief or Akuma as the next pre-order. I don't know what's going on with Chun-Li and Storm. It's starting to. I don't know what's going on with. Where is all the other properties? Where are the Baki exclusives? Where are the King of Fighters figures in general? Where are the Darkstalker pre-orders? I don't know what they're doing. All we're getting are variants and a Dan. We could all agree that Dan is way better than the Soda Revolutions figure that was always so fragile. Well, yeah. I like Dan. He's a fun character. You wouldn't be able to tell by this figure, but where are the King of Fighters? I have no idea, man. It's not a good look when you plan 5 different figures for quarter 1 and only one has made an appearance so far, and it was probably the easiest one of the group. So that's where it gets a little tricky. I feel that they're doing Chun-Li from scratch. Probably. I won't see Kaio until probably 27. Well, figures I can pretty much guarantee you're not going to see till 27 anyways are going to be as follows. Cammy, Balrog, probably Jack Hanma, there's someone else. Would be nice if Storm Marina gave a rollout plan for this year. Didn't? I thought that's what this was. I honestly thought that's when they do these maps, I thought that's what the plan was. Apparently that's not the case. Cuz you look at these and everything is going according to plan, kinda. I mean, isn't this the roadmap? But it doesn't make sense because, I mean, maybe Chun-Li originally was next in line, but that does not seem to be the thing right now. Because as of right now, this is accurate. So, according to the map, Chun-Li would be next. But Charlie's pre-order has been out way before, so that can't be it. You followed collectibles, it's the same grift they did then? No, they're being way more consistent than they were with collectibles. That's for sure. Fun fact, the reason Dan wears a pink gi is because he washed his gi and it got mixed with a color. Well, that's just funny. I won't see Kaio until 27. It would be nice if Stornorino gave a rollout plan. I thought that's what this was. Dan's torso isn't as wide as Ryu and Ken. He looks slimmer. That could be a thing. Hey, Rich, you looking forward to the most likely terrible Street Fighter movie figures they announced? Nope. I want nothing to do with that movie. It looks awful. From every aspect. From the actors to the toy line, it is going to be awful. So I'm not covering it. I'm not giving it any type of recognition. I'm not doing anything with the movie. The movie is going to win, is going to sweep the Razzies. It looks insanely bad. Insanely bad. And the toys will be even worse. So yeah, no, I'm not doing I pretend that movie is an SNL skit and it doesn't exist. Akuma may be next. Akuma or Zangief could be next because they are moved far along on. I'm already Akuma'd out. I don't know how. And I really like the version they had of Akuma before. I'm not even going to watch the movie. Cool Guy 74, Viral, Virginia. What up? Viral. Viral? I don't know. Axel, what's going on, dude? But yeah, so I thought that's what this roadmap was as far as character releases, but Chun-Li really throws a wrench into things because while she's been shown, she does not have a pre-order up. Wouldn't that be funny if they were like, wait, what? We don't have a pre-order up for Chun-Li yet? What the hell? I thought we released that months ago. That'd be funny. Yeah, man, I'm just looking, I'm watching this video, and it's like, I am just not excited for this figure. There's just, it's not a lot new here. It's just, it's almost like a repaint of Ken and Ryu. It's like a con exclusive with a Dan head. That's pretty much how I'm feeling about it. What did Ray say? What happened to Ray? People don't have patience. You guys must be mad young. I mean, Ray, I'm looking at trends of past figures. They've gotten things out pretty quick, but Chun-Li has been around and at a lot of these cons for a while since we've seen Charlie and Dan. So why would she be that far behind? His arm is a little bigger. I don't know. I really hate to say it, Rich, but this Storm Arena is not hitting me like I was hoping it would. Ken had me hyped. I got the player 2 Sagat, dropped him in the bin. Wait, what? Hold on. I was hoping it would. Ken had me hyped. I got the player 2 Sagat, dropped him in the bin. You dropped player 2 Sagat in the bin? Did I read that right? You dropped player 2 Sagat in the white Sagat in the bin? I hope I didn't read that right, because that figure is insane. And everybody loves these, besides, I don't know what you're wanting. Well, I know not the garage can. I wasn't thinking that. But I can't believe you don't like Sagat. That's crazy, bro. When is Sagat being released in US? It's February, right? Yeah. February. I mean, getting impatient. Guys, it's February of 2026. We have freaking 10 months left. Can you let the years settle in first? I'm sorry, last time I checked, no other company has even put out figures yet other than Jada and Storm. What has McFarlane released? What has Marvel Legends released? Where is LPZZ? Where is InArt? Where is Mafex? Where is SH Figuarts? Hello? Hello, toy companies? I mean, they've both put out figures. Where's everybody else? I feel like we're being just a little bit picky. A little bit of a bully on freaking Storm and Jada. Well, I'm definitely, Jada's been going slow. They just barely put out Akuma, but I'm getting impatient because I'm getting old. I need these before I die or turn 50. I want to sit back and enjoy my action figures for retirement. Okay. Akuma, though, shit. I haven't put him down. This was the hype I needed. A lot of people don't like that his hair is soft. I don't know why they did that. If they weren't going to make it like an interchangeable bun, why did they make the bun soft plastic? I don't understand that. That was a weird choice for me. I think from now on till the end of the year. Hey, 3 pounds. Appreciate it, Stone Capybara. Appreciate that. Shout out to the super chat, Stone Capybara. What's up, brother? Cup of tea. We don't drink tea in the Americas. Some people do, but they're weird. It's more of a British thing. We drink soda over here. Especially in Utah. Dude, we are soda addicts out here. We don't even know what a cup of tea is. I think I used it to wash my window the other day. A warm cup of tea. Just kidding. But thank you, Stoned. I appreciate that, man. Shout out to Stone. Thank you for the 3 pounds, brother. The other color variant of Sagat might be the one with the red shorts or the one with the dark skin complexion and a Street Fighter 2 color. That'd be dope. I'm sure they'll do more versions of Sagat. Oh, you can bet your sweet bippy, Dane, that they're going to do that. And guess what? I may not be in on all these Ryus and Kens, but you best believe I'm going to have a Sagat rainbow by the end of this year. I'm going to have all of them. There's not one Sagat I'm not getting. Not one. You can book it. Book it, folks. I'm getting them all. That's my one I will go in on every player too. Absolutely. And maybe Zangief, depending on how good he is. You guys keep talking to each other. I don't know what's a comment and who's talking to me. I'm more a coffee person, really, but yes, I'm also a soda junkie. Dude, I can't do coffee either. I'm energy drinks and soda. That's all I am. Not that I'm shaming coffee goers or anything. It's just I don't have the palate for it, I guess. I'll have to cup of rosé with you. Rosé, a little bit of the bubbly. Just kidding. I don't think there's any... Wait, is there? Is that a champagne? I think the Kraken got to BBTS shipment. Ahoy, mateys! This is Big Bad Toy Store. Your shipment has set sail on the 7 seas. Winding across the ocean, it shall arrive on the land come late February. And then we will crack open the crate and get your storm collectibles. This is Big Bad Toy Store saying ahoy and thar. Like, bro, we don't need an update that the freaking ship has set sail, okay? If anything, that really pissed me off that they weren't shipped yet. And why are we still shipping stuff by boat? Can we get out of that? Can we get to airplanes or train? Well, not train. I mean, come on. We got to be real here. I want the Sagat with the purple trunks. Yeah, I'm grabbing all the Scott variants, and I'll go as far to say I'm grabbing 2 of each. Ooh, spicy. I know you're not the biggest gamer, but there's a chance some gaming streams. Dude, I I have another channel where that's all I did was gaming streams. What games did you want to watch me play? Richie, thanks for streaming on time, bro, even though I was late. Stoned. I'm glad you've become a believer. Thanks again for that super chat. Big Bad Toy Store sent me an email. Jada Akuma processing soon. Dude, Akuma is available pretty much everywhere as long as it's not Big Bad Toy Store. Amazon was shipping out Akuma. You can find Akuma in Walmart right now because they could never complete with CT for that price. I cannot wait to have CT Superman. Hope they start making more of Mafex stuff. I play with my CT stuff. Pause. And buy the Mafex. Nice. Me too. I haven't bought a CT Toys since they're doing too many repaints. I want to see them do Venom or the Batman or the Superman. Me too. I cut my energy drink with a lemon lime soda. Can't drink it straight? Really? Interesting. Dan's Gadoken will come with Akuma for Air Fireball. It's because boats are cheaper for them to use? Well, so what? Get the figures here. God damn. Hey, Great Dane. Sure, they could go all air mail, be pre for shipping. Okay, let me read in a 6th grade level. Sure, they could go all air mail, but pre for shipping costs 3 times the cost of the item. I don't care. I already pay a buttload for these figures anyways. And that's because they do ship by air. But yeah, I get what you're saying. Dan, the great Dane, thank you so much for the super chat, man. I appreciate that. $4.99. Damn. Appreciate that. I'm going to be so happy to get all my Storm figures, patiently waiting. I mean, you can't knock that they're at least... Dude, Dan's waist right there does seem very skinny compared to... Now that someone mentioned that, it does look a little bit skinnier than the Ryu and Ken. Maybe, yeah, that torso's got to be skinnier, for sure. And maybe the arms? I don't know. I'm just looking at this video now. Can we discuss why Benny Maru is the first of the KO line mate? Okay, can we discuss why Benny Maru is first in the King of Fighter line? Make that make sense. You know all those Benny Maru fans. Yeah, I don't know. Do you collect anything outside of Storm products? Of course I know. Okay. Dude, I cannot talk. Ray, yes, I collect many of the Marvel Legends. I used to be big into McFarlane, but I've actually sold a lot of my collection of that. I do a lot of NECA horror, but I would say my main things are probably Marvel Legends, Storm, and Jada. And then there'll be one-off figures that, like NECA horror figures I'll buy. I'll buy a black series here and there. I'm interested in InArts and LPZZ. I just don't really know where to pre-order them, which is an excuse not to get into another expensive line, pretty much. I've been really interested in that Dragon Ball Z Goku. That pink one with the tan. I've been into that, even though I know nothing about Dragon Ball. That thing looks cool, but I heard it's super expensive. In fact, I saw it was super expensive. It was like $300-$400 on eBay. Benny Maru rocks if you've played them. I got the generosity bug spreading. Yeah, you did. Didn't even think of that Godoken doubling as an Akuma Air Hadu. Yes. You're not the only one who struggles to read, Richie. Even I sometimes have trouble reading. Like, dude, I graduated high school. Why can I not read? Yeah, I don't know what's going on with my... Especially when I read comments. It's like... I just can't read. I expected to see Storm, Sagat, and Jada Akuma mid to late February. I think you are from Big Bad Toy Store. Doesn't Dan look chunkier in the game artwork? I don't think so. I'm pretty sure he's supposed to be a pretty lanky, like, skinny character. You need to play some fighting games. You buy so many fighting game-based figures, you need to build your street cred in the FGC. I could probably do that. I don't know that anybody would be interested in watching me play the games, though. 26 tabs to start somewhere, I guess. Yeah. If you pre-order Benny Maru, it lets Storm know you will buy the whole Japan team. Factual. I am the biggest Storm fanboy, but this release is kind of boring. Oh, I'm right there with you. I have already gone over that. I thought Dan, like, I'm not, like, out of all the figures that have been announced this year, and I actually made this image, not that, not the one you're seeing. Give it 2 seconds. I actually made this video. I never ended up putting it out, but out of all the figures, would you guys be interested in this? I was supposed to put this video out. I never ended up doing it because things came out. But my most anticipated of 26, that's Evil Ryu in the middle, by the way. If you're like, what the hell is that? Dan was at the bottom. Spoiler alert, if I end up putting out this video, Dan's at the bottom because it's just not enough there. Yo, another super chat. Great Dane. Since Storm is going for 3, you think Jada should pivot to a general line? Wonder if they're allowed to do Terry Bogard and May from Street Fighter 6. It'll be interesting, for sure. And we can talk about that here for a second. Shout out Great Dane. God damn, dude. That's $10 within, like, 10 minutes. That's like $1 a minute. Thank you so much. I appreciate the super chat. Again, you've got the #1 crown at the... How are there 2 #1s? I picked the God of War, not Kratos from Sigla Studios. When they're ever going to make Evil Ryu, that's what I said. Yeah, dude, get all the Storms pre-ordered. Yo, Rich, I'd watch you stream games. Appreciate that. Let's talk about if they you know what? I wouldn't be shocked because you realize that this is Storm's big Super Bowl coming up, right? The Capcom Cup. We got a bunch of announcements last year, and then Wonderfest or Con that comes up like a month later or a couple weeks later from the Capcom Cup, where we got all our announcements for the year. I wouldn't be shocked because they've seen the success. I'm not seeing any progress or announcements for Darkstalkers, King of Fighters, or Baki, let alone exclusives for Baki. Like, how do we not have a shirtless Yujiro and a suited or casual wear Baki yet as an exclusive? I don't know. But I wouldn't be shocked if they announced that they were going to start doing another game, whether that be Street Fighter 6, whether that be Ultra Street Fighter 2. I think they are all in on Street Fighter right now. They see their figures flying off the shelves. They are printing money with their Street Fighter figures. I would not be shocked if Storm came out and said, hey, guess what? You guys thought we were going head-to-head with Jada? Well, guess what? We also want to do Street Fighter or Ultra Street Fighter 2. That would be insane. But it just, all signs lead to they are focusing purely on Street Fighter because I have nothing else that tells me otherwise. I have not seen any other pre-orders for Darkstalkers, nothing new for King of Fighter, nothing new for Baki. It's been all Street Fighter pretty much since October, and that just seems like they're all in on Street Fighter. They're pushing their chips in. They see their figures flying off the shelves. They can't make them fast enough. They're like, yeah, we've struck gold here. We're doing this. So, I don't know. It'll be interesting, though. It'll be very interesting. Make it so. What's up, people? Shimakuma, what's up? I think they just do figures without sticking to a specific roster. See, I don't want them to start doing what they did with collectibles, though, where they start jumping all over these different games. I'd be fine if they stuck with Alpha for a while. Alpha, Richie swimming in the stream. Surprise, surprise, another Ryu exclusive. How did we not see that coming? I mean, I don't know. I know people are getting sick of it, but at least it's something in the meantime while we're waiting for figures. You by no means have to buy them, but at least the option is there, right? I mean, I can't give them shit for keeping constant product coming out. It's not the stuff that we want necessarily, but you know, there are completionists that are buying all of them, so, I mean, it's something, and I know a lot of you guys like Player 2 variants, but I don't think you guys realized how many variants there were in Alpha 3. Like, everyone's like, oh, I want the whole roster and every variant. Well, they're giving you every variant, and there's, like, 6 variants of each character, if not more than that, so I can't blame them for putting out product, though, so keep your name, keep it fresh, keep it new. You don't have to buy it if you don't like it. I understand the impatientness of wanting new characters, but it's like at least it's something. At least it's something. And that's really all I can at least give him that. Charlie is the most exciting, something brand new, and he's got a lot of sculpt worked on him. Yeah, Charlie looks cool, and his player 2s are really cool too. Storm's just teasing Jada with Darkstalkers, so they'll butt out. But even they aren't doing anything. Yeah. Storm will have to do Storm will and have KO Jada Alpha Series and might as well just cancel it. Yeah, and I don't think, and I have already said this shouldn't be a shocker. I don't think Alpha 3 is coming out even this year for, it's not coming out this year for Jada. I just don't see it happening. There's no way. The chat is making it rain on Richie this stream. I know. It's not really it's been, Capybara and the Great Dane. Dane, what's up, dude? Thank you so much for the $1.99, sir. You're killing it. I can't thank you enough. Thank you so much. Think Storm should do Kengan Ashura? Kengan Ashura. Hold on. I'm drawing a blank here. I know the name. I can't think of the character. Holy shit, yes? Holy hell, yeah. Dude, this guy's badass. Yeah. do this guy. King and Ashura. That seems right up there. We haven't gone on a journey. You guys can come on a journey with me. Yeah, this guy, he kind of looks like a Baki ripoff, but more badass than Baki. Yeah, dude. Yeah, this this seems right up Storm's alley. I wouldn't be shocked if they announced this actually. Oh, I have this guy, dude. This figure's badass. Yes, they make this in collectibles. I have this figure. This figure is one of my faves. They're all roided out to death, and that's why I love that. This guy, what's this guy's name? I have the figure. I just don't. This guy. This figure is so badass. The vein work that they did with the tan and the dude, this they definitely need to make this in arena line for sure, cuz I love this figure. I don't even know, I haven't even seen it. I just sometimes buy the characters. This thing was on sale on Amazon for like $40 forever ago. Deep discount, and I bought him because he was so badass looking. And he comes with a separate torso piece you can change out that has like an ab crunch. This is just like a one piece. But yeah, dude, for sure. Badass. Yeah, absolutely. I could see that happening. How quick? I don't know. They've got a lot that they're working on right now, and they're really not even getting anything else out. Like, that's the thing, is they've only focused on Street Fighter so far. We haven't even seen any King of Fighter figures in hand. We haven't seen any new progress from Baki. Like, the last thing we absolutely saw from Baki was that Jack Hanma. That's it. That's crazy. How have we not seen an exclusive for Baki yet? I don't know what's going on at Storm, dude. I really don't. I like I said, I'm having a suspicion that they are really going all in on Street Fighter. I have nothing else that tells me anything else. Nothing. They're not doing anything, announcing anything but Street Fighter stuff, which I'm fine with. But damn. Yo, great game. My God, dude. Thank you so much. Kengan Ashura had an anime crossover with Baki. I was going to say they look the one and the same. So, except the Kengan Ashura guys look more badass than the Baki guys. I'm not even going to front. Yo, shout out Great Dane. Thank you so much, bro. I appreciate it. We need Third Strike Street Fighter toys. Yeah, I mean, I just don't know what else Storm can handle. Jada Glow in the Dark Blanca is an Entertainment Earth exclusive. Is that confirmed? Storm killed the collectibles line so fast? So fast? What do you mean? They have King and Ashura versus Baki on Netflix? Oh, I gotta watch that. Storm has that IP already, I think. They might have lost it, because they haven't really done anything with that. I think they only did like 3 characters, right? 3 or 4? The Baki line is making me... Like, look, how do we not have a shirtless... Like, you don't even... You can tell this t-shirt was painted on anyways. You're telling me we couldn't have gotten a shirtless Yujiro? Not that I would have bought it, because I feel like these figures were severely undersized, but not severely. That might be an overstatement, but they were definitely undersized. And you can tell by that line not selling as well as Street Fighter that people had a like, what is the word? I can't think of the word. Baki line is making me sad. Does Storm have separate teams for these different IP figures? That's a great question. Nobody knows, because nobody can ever talk to Storm other than 2 people in the YouTube world. The Amazing and I don't know the other guy's name. We haven't seen anything else outside of Street Fighter. It's crazy, bro. The only thing we've seen is this, the one new character, Jack Hanma, and then we've seen where is it? I had it. Hold on. Hold on. This little number. Dude, that looks damn near done. Does it not? And what don't you guys like about this? Because everyone says Storm figures suck for girls. I think that looks fire. What's wrong with that? I would buy that figure right now. If that was the final product, I would buy that right now. That looks fire. What's wrong with that? What am I missing? Am I an idiot? Don't answer that. I want Biscuit and Pickle from Baki. I want Pickle. I don't know who the hell what kind of stupid ass names are these? Biscuit and Pickle? I knew who Pickle was. I don't know who Biscuit is. I'll have to look into Biscuit. What kind of names are these, though? I still think Jada should have done Ultra Street Fighter 4 instead of Alpha, honestly. I think everybody was hoping that Jada would switch course. I just don't think financially they wanted to take the blow on scrapping all the sculpt that they had done for Alpha 3 already. I want a topless Yujiro. Me too. I don't know crap about Baki, but I love the figures they put out so far. Maybe I need to give them another chance. Now that I know that they're scaled in their own universe, maybe I can appreciate them more. I shit you not. Ow. Accidentally cut myself. I shit you not when I say that I have not touched the Baki or Yujiro since their original reviews. They were put back in the box, thrown into storage, and I have not taken them out since. That's true story. They were put back into their box coffins, and I haven't touched them since. Wait, what? Alpha's a big, huge cast. I hope they give unique one like Adon. Excuse me, I said his name wrong the other day, and someone freaking massacred me. Adon. Sodom, Birdie. And I thought, see, in the video where I said I thought they wouldn't make Birdie because he was too big, I was thinking of the big idiot. What's his name? I can't remember his name off the top of my head. When I saw Birdie in my head, I was thinking of this moron. I was thinking this was Birdie in my head, but this is not Birdie. This guy's 8 feet tall. So, or no, he's taller than that. Or he's huge. But when I was thinking Birdie, this guy came into my head. So that's why I was like, he's too big. They're not going to make him. But Birdie is only like 7'1", so they definitely could make Birdie. Cody and Yoon. Lilith looks totally fine. Looks lifeless. I want that Lilith as is. It doesn't look lifeless. It looks like a figure. Yujiro in his draws is going to be the best fig photography gold. Facts. Oh, I'm glad people like this Lilith. I like the Lilith. Street Fighter 4 has an ugly art style. Yeah, but how you can make the figures look cool, though. Damn, didn't realize how zesty that was. Wait, what? Zesty? We keep it zesty free on the channel. Wait, what? What zestiness did we get into? And then the last thing we saw, okay, so we looked at Baki, we looked at what was the last thing we just haven't seen anything. Look at King of Fighters. The last thing we saw from them at a con was that thing. You know, that thing. I'm sure you guys know exactly what I'm talking about. That thing. That thing. Come on, you know. I can't get it off the top of my head. You know, the thing. You know, I'm sure you can read my mind. You know exactly what I'm talking. Okay, I'm done playing with the knife. That hurt. Sorry. These photo images are so crazy big. I have to, like, shrink them down 1,000 sizes. Abigail. Yeah. This was the last thing we saw new from King of Fighters. And look at those figures in the back. They look almost done. Why aren't they freaking here yet? And this was forever. This was almost a year ago. I think the reason Storm Collectibles had problems where the arena figures are cheaper, so more people would be willing to buy into a line they don't have as much attachment with. That's fair. That's fair. If any studio is going to make large figures at Storm, factual, they did make that Earthquake. That was the one figure that Mars would not buy, by the way. I tried to guilt him into buying that figure. It never happened. Chances of them doing the Gotcha Man figures in the arena scale, I don't think they should take on any more properties. They are having a hard enough time with the 4. Unless we just get a ton of reveals this week by Mr. Lee or something like that. I remember the thing. Street Fighter Guile is the one that looks ugly. Lori and Vice? Yep. That was the last thing we saw from King of Fighters, and that was over a year ago. Well, not over a year ago, about a year ago. No reason for Kaio, Goro, and Benimaru shouldn't be out by now. That's what I'm saying. They said Q1. I want his team. Yeah, I like the new characters. I think they're cool looking. I don't know. Goro looks kind of stupid to me. I like the other two characters, but Goro kind of looks like an idiot. I don't like his character style. I know that's stupid to say, but but yeah, getting all their King of Fighters. The only thing that scares me is they kind of look very similar scaled to the Baki line. If these are scaled the same as Baki, I'm out on King of Fighters. I am. If they're as small as that, then I'm not doing it. I tell you right now, it's not happening. Goro is supposed to look like kind of an idiot? Oh, well, good. Well, they nailed that. What you can expect to see at the Capcom Cup will be definitely 2 things, for sure. This guy will be fully painted and articulated. Even though he's articulated, you will see a fully painted Balrog at Capcom Cup and or WonderCon Fest. Or Wonderfest. I don't mind the Baki scale anymore. I do. Still bugs me. Like I said, I never touched those figures again. I need to sell them, really. With King of Fighters, I'm wanting Lori, Kaio the most. Hopefully we get a Terry Bogard. Factual. I'm in on Joy Toy King of Fighters line due to size, and 98 has like 64 characters. Damn. Goro has always been the odd one out. Benimaru and Kaio are... God. Benimaru and Kaio were high school students and was an adult. And he was an adult. Goro has a kid in the other games. Okay. Yeah, if the scale is small like the Baki, then I won't be getting those either. Chat, you seen those Tanishi Studios King of Fighter figures? They are insane. How much are they? I wonder how good the arms cross with that Balrog. I don't know. All I know is that figure looks pretty nuts. Joy Toy is dead with their King of Fighters. You can't cross battle, and they cost more. If we don't get pre-orders for Zangief and T-Hawk at either Capcom Cup or WonderCon, I'd be disappointed. Not mad, just disappointed. I don't think... Does Jada show up to Capcom Cup? I don't think they do. WonderCon, I think they were there, but I don't think Jada shows up to Capcom Cup. I don't remember, though. I was gonna look at something, or I was gonna show you guys something. I saw this on the Facebook. I saw this on Facebook. I'll see if I can find it real quick. I don't know if I can find it. I saw a image of a player 2 Vega, but it looked like not what the other renders had looked like, so I didn't take it as serious. It was green and yellow. He had blonde hair and a silver claw. And I was like, that doesn't even seem like a thing. So I didn't report on it. It seemed like it was AI done. That one seemed like it was AI done. And then one thing that I wanted to... I want to see if I can get that image real quick. I wonder if I can... I bet I can send it over real quick. Hold up. If you haven't liked the stream real quick while I do this, if you could leave a like on the stream, it helps the channel. I'm trying to hit 100 likes because I didn't make a video on the Ryu, just because I doubt anybody wants to watch a video on Ryu, on another Ryu variant. So I'm not making a video on the new Storm exclusive. If it was Sagat, then yes, he deserves a video. But not Ryu. I'm not doing 1,000 Ryu videos. See if I can find... Okay. Okay. Let me see if I can grab this real quick. That's what she said. Sorry, one sec. Hoping for them to be in scale with Capcom. Factual. Tanishi's figures, $80. Ugh. I can't get in any other... Dude, I am, like, fully invested in Jada and Storm and, like, Marvel Legends. I don't know how many more figures I can take on. I think that Vega with yellow and green was an AI edit. That's what I thought, too. People watch the videos for you, Richie. They don't care about the figure. We just want to hear your opinion. Yeah, but it's like, it's just another exclusive. There's nothing new with it or anything. So I was like, eh. I don't know. There's some things where it's like, I feel like we shouldn't make a video. But I do appreciate that. Kind words. Oh my god. Hold on. I don't know why it's not sending. Hold on. Let me see if I can get this one more time. Crap. I can't get it. Anyways, I was looking at Jada's catalog, and I don't think the Akuma is SDCC. I don't think we will see. I think they have yet to announce SDCC. For sure, Stone. For sure. But yeah, I was going to show you that cat. Yeah, so this thing kind of came out last year where they kind of gave out a little catalog of what Jada was expected to release. And let me see if I can get this. And I think we will see something else for San Diego Comic-Con. So this is the catalog, right? We've all seen it. You're like, I still see Balrog. What are you talking about? This was the catalog. Yes, this big black square. No, not the black square. This was the catalog. Hold on, let me... make this smaller. That's not what she said. So it was Street Fighter projections for this year were to be as T-Hawk, Zangief, Akuma, and two Blancas. And then last year when this happened and this was sent out, it did not have the Dulcim and it did not have the M. Bison SDCC exclusives and it did not have the Cammy. So they're very well... I guarantee that Akuma is going to be like the Fei Long, where it either shows up on Jada's website or it's going to be a one-off at some weird event that we've never heard of. Yeah, hopefully, let's see, Mars is sneaking into Storm headquarters as we speak. Dude, Mars wishes dude, I wonder, I'd love to see what their operations looks like. Like, you go out there, and I'd be curious to see, like, what they're, like, you walk into Storm Collectibles to see what it looks like. I'd like to hear what they talk about on a day-to-day basis and, like, what they can get done. Like, you wonder, like, what does a normal day at Jada and Storm look like? Like, what can they get done in just a day? What decisions are made? Hold up, where's Mars? Mars doesn't really come to the streams that often. We were going to do a stream together after one of the big events, I think. That's not set in stone, but that was what we talked about. I still know Scooby. What a crock of shit. Dude, Scooby's right there in the top left. He's right there. The real character that's freaking crime is, where's Fred? Where is Fred? Imagine making fans buy Shaggy and have to wait more than a year for Scooby. I mean, that's just how companies do it. Look at the GID Blanca. Oh, glow-in-the-dark Blanca close up. There's an exclusive sticker about the head portrait, Entertainment Earth. Where? Oh, there is a sticker. Is that Entertainment Earth? I can't really tell. It's like silver. Oh, maybe it is Entertainment Earth. I can't really tell. I think it is. You think you could get an interview with D Amazing? No. He didn't like talking to me. Me and him got into an argument about the scaling with Baki, and I don't think it made a great impression. So no, me and T Amazing will probably not be doing an interview. Nor do I think he even does interviews. So it's not like he wouldn't. I just, he probably wasn't super happy with me the first time we talked. And then second of all, oh, there's the Storm Akuma. I want Jada to finish that Scooby line so I can get another priority. They're going to make all the monsters. All of them. Let's see. Yo, 470 Rex, what's up, man? Fighting over the scale of a figure is crazy. I wasn't fighting. I was just asking questions, and he was getting irritated. I was not fighting. I was asking questions. He got irritated. But yeah. So that's that story. Loving the Jada Akuma ever since I got it yesterday. I haven't really touched him since the review either. Yeah, I like the Akuma. I do. This figure's stiff as hell, though. Okay. That's not a great reason to hold a grudge with each other. I'm not holding a grudge. I just haven't talked. He stopped talking to me. I wasn't fighting. I was asking questions about the scaling, and he was getting irritated. And then he stopped talking to me. So, Jada Akuma released? I guess everywhere except Big Bad Toy Store. Even Walmart, there has been signs that Walmart has gotten Akuma already. And Big Bad Toy Store has not gotten Akuma yet, which is hilarious that Walmart gets Akuma before Big Bad Toy Store. That's crazy. Another Ryu that won't match the first one? What do you mean? Oh, yeah. We still don't have a yelling head that... Are there any player 2s that have a red headband or a white headband? Let's take a look at the Sagat color scale. What one do you guys think is next for Sagat? Because you know there's another player 2 coming up. It's either got to be purple... For some reason, I want to say it's going to be a V-ism. No, he just stopped talking to me. I don't know that he's holding a grudge. He just got irritated and stopped talking to me. Yeah, Ray, you're welcome, dude. Happy to do it. I did get a free Mondo Real Ghostbusters fig from Big Bad Toy Store, though. How? If anything, I'd say Punch V-ism. I want the red and green Sagat, yeah. That one or the original colors would be cool. I'd be down with that. Well, Baki is smaller than he should be. I'm sure he can get over it. That was what we got into a fight with. He said, well, the Baki line is true 1/12. And I'm like, then what is the Street Fighter? 1/12. I'm like, so why are they different sizes then? Because the way that they're drawn, and I was like, but aren't they still 1/12? Aren't they still supposed to be all in the same scaling? No. And I'm like, well, what is Jada? And he said, Jada's 6-inch action figure. But Jada identifies as 1/12. So I'm like, then, so why is the Street Fighter scaling with the Street Fighter of Jada and not the Baki? Because, dude, it just didn't make sense. And maybe that's why he was getting frustrated, because he was not being able to figure out, like, whatever he was saying was not registering with me. So I was like, but what? But how is Street Fighter Storm 1/12, but Baki 1/12 is smaller scale? Man, I don't know. It just, the math was not mathing, and he was not patient. So that's what happened. I think the red and green striped trunk Sagat is the next exclusive. I think that or the yellow, for sure. Forget Baki. They need to put up Storm Hajime. No Ippo figure up for pre-order already. Ippo. 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 I think that figure would be cool in Storm Arena scale, but yeah. That's it. That's all I got. Kind of a short one today, boys. Kind of a short one today. There's not a lot going on in the figure world, man. There's just not. At least Hasbro's got a Marvel Legends thing happening on Tuesday. We got the Ryu announcement today, but nobody's that excited about that. And then we got Dan coming sooner than later, but even then, that's not like super exciting. And yeah, that's it. That's all we got. So I guess we're just going to wrap up. We're going to wrap it up. But I appreciate everyone that came down today. Shout out to Stone Capybara 007 for his super chat. And then the Great Dane, my God, his insane streak of super chats. Shout out to both of you guys. Really appreciate that. I appreciate everyone coming out today. I hope we get more news this next week because Lord knows 2026 has not been moving at an incredible pace. It's moving, but barely. So hopefully we get some more news this week. Maybe a pre-order, maybe something, anything. God, I'd take it. But if we don't, we'll figure something out. But other than that, guys, I love you all. Enjoy the Super Bowl tomorrow, even if you're not watching it for the football. Enjoy the commercials. It's a great day to have an excuse to eat a lot of junk food, nonetheless. So I appreciate all of you guys. Again, I will see you on the next one. Richie Figs. Later.
9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Ooh,